While the world erupts in a deafening roar of victory during a global final, some find themselves in a pocket of profound, serene silence and peace. In every corner of the globe, millions hold their collective breath, their hearts beating in sync with the rhythm of a ball hitting the grass today. Yet, behind one window, a young man sits quietly, unaffected by the feverish excitement outside, wondering if his lack of interest makes him a social outlier. Does this indifference mean a lack of team spirit? Or is it possible that your brain is simply operating on a completely different psychological frequency tonight? Today, we dive deep into the inner world of those who remain immune to sports mania, exploring the fascinating science behind this unique psychological phenomenon. An invisible thread of shared passion binds the crowd together. Yet for some, that connection simply doesn't spark, leaving them observing from a calm distance. Is it a choice, or is it hardwired? As the vuvuzelas fade into the background, we begin to decode the quietude of the non-sports enthusiast's mind. Imagine your thoughts as intricate gears. While the world spins in a chaotic frenzy, your internal clock maintains a steady, deliberate, and very different pace. This contrast isn't a flaw. It's a reflection of how diverse our mental landscapes can be, even when we are all living in the same moment. Welcome to the brain's reward center. In this high-tech mental laboratory, we can see how dopamine, our primary pleasure chemical, fuels our deepest passions and interests. For the sports fan, every goal is like a volcanic eruption of dopamine, sending waves of intense euphoria through their entire nervous system almost instantly. Their brain interprets the victory of a team as a personal win, triggering a powerful chemical reward that keeps them coming back for more excitement. Science provides clarity. fMRI, scans taken at the 2-minute 21-second mark, reveal that the reward circuit is highly sensitive to competitive stimuli in sports lovers. In contrast, your brain might remain calm during a match, but it lights up brilliantly when you are solving a complex puzzle or creating art. These scans prove that our brains are simply tuned to different channels of satisfaction, finding meaning in vastly different types of engagement and sensory input. Let's look closer at the amygdala, the brain's emotional lighthouse. It processes raw feelings and determines how we react to the high-stakes drama of competition. For some, the stress of a game is a thrilling roller coaster. For others, it's just noise that the brain chooses to filter out entirely. Your brain isn't broken, it's simply finding its reward in more personal, introspective, or intellectual pursuits that don't require a stadium full of people. Every individual has a unique chemical signature. Understanding this helps us realize that boring is subjective and depends entirely on your neural wiring and chemistry. Our mental diversity is what makes humanity vibrant. While one person thrives on the pitch, another finds their peak experience in the quiet of study. To understand the why, we must look back at our ancestors. Human survival once depended on the strength and unity of the small, local tribe. Modern sports are the evolution of tribal warfare. Cheering for a team satisfies an ancient, deep-seated instinct to belong to a powerful and winning group. Research from the University of Chicago at 3 minutes 10 seconds highlights social identity theory, explaining our psychological need to identify with successful social groups. If you don't feel this tribal pull, it means your sense of identity is likely derived from internal values rather than external group affiliations or victories. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, floods the system during shared celebrations. It creates a social high that makes people feel deeply connected to complete strangers. You might have a different oxytocin filter. You likely prefer intimate one-on-one connections over the sweeping, anonymous camaraderie of a massive, roaring sports crowd. For you, connection is found in shared ideas, quiet moments, or creative collaboration rather than the loud, collective energy of a grand sporting arena. Neither way of connecting is superior. They are simply different strategies for fulfilling the basic human need for social belonging and emotional security in life. Walking your own path requires a certain strength. It means you are comfortable with your own company and don't require the validation of a crowd. Being immune to the fever allows you to observe the world with a unique objectivity and noticing details that others might miss in their moments of excitement. Now, consider the physical environment. A stadium is a sensory explosion of thunderous noise, bright lights, and unpredictable movements that can be very taxing. For those with high sensory sensitivity, this environment doesn't feel like a party. It feels like an assault on the senses, leading to quick mental fatigue. In these moments, the amygdala triggers a fight or flight response. The brain perceives the overwhelming noise as a threat rather than a source of joy. Recovery comes in silence. By stepping away from the chaos, you allow your nervous system to recalibrate and return to a state of calm and balance. At the 3-minute 58-second mark, we must affirm, no way of experiencing the world is better. Each perspective offers its own unique and valuable insights. A sensitive amygdala might make crowds exhausting, but it also makes you more attuned to the subtle beauty and delicate nuances of the world around you. This heightened sensitivity is a gift, allowing for deep empathy and a rich inner life that flourishes in the absence of external noise and distraction. The city is a tapestry of different energies. Some thrive in the heat of the fire, while others find their power in the cool of the shade. When you filter out the roar, you hear the music of existence more clearly. Your focus is a laser beam directed toward what truly matters to you. You aren't missing out on the world. You are simply exploring a different universe, the vast, uncharted territory of your own mind and personal potential. As a new day begins, the excitement of the game has passed, but the understanding of ourselves remains, growing stronger with every moment of reflection. The boy meets his sports-loving friend. They don't argue about who is right. Instead, they share their different experiences with mutual curiosity and genuine respect. Communication is the bridge between our different worlds. By explaining our perspectives, we turn weirdness into a fascinating psychological trait worth exploring and celebrating. The cold data of neuroscience softens into the warmth of human understanding. We realize that our differences are not barriers, but beautiful variations of humanity. He no longer feels like an outsider. He understands that his quietude is a valid and vital part of the social ecosystem we all inhabit together. A healthy society needs both the passion of the fan and the focus of the scholar. Together, these different energies create a balanced and resilient community. So, the next time someone asks why you aren't watching the big game, simply smile and know that you are busy with your own grand adventure. Psychology isn't about labeling people as normal or strange. It's about providing the tools we need to be more compassionate and inclusive towards everyone. You are the protagonist of your own story, even if that story doesn't involve a scoreboard or a stadium full of cheering fans tonight. We are a planet of 8 billion different brains, each one a unique universe waiting to be understood, appreciated, and respected for its own brilliance. Find your passion, whatever it may be, whether it's the roar of a crowd or the whisper of a page. Let it be your guide. The journey of self-discovery never ends. Every day is an opportunity to learn more about the fascinating machinery that makes you who you are today. Embrace your frequency. It is the melody that only you can play, adding a necessary and beautiful note to the grand symphony of human life. From dopamine to evolution, we have seen that our lack of obsession with sports is a deeply rooted, a scientifically fascinating part of our human identity. As the night ends and the world goes to sleep, we carry this new understanding with us, feeling more connected to ourselves than ever before. The silence is not empty. It is full of potential. It is the space where new ideas are born and where true self-acceptance finally begins to bloom. Thank you for joining us on this psychological journey. If you found yourself in this story, remember that you are exactly where you need to be. Stay curious, stay observant, and most importantly, stay true to the unique rhythm of your own heart and mind in this vast, wonderful world. Until next time, explore the universe within, and never be afraid to stand apart from the crowd when your soul calls for a different path. Your perspective is a vital piece of the human puzzle. Cherish it, nurture it, and share it with the world in your own wonderful way. Knowledge only gains value when it is shared. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on future insights.